Chuck Todd, thank you so much for joining us. We're at a time right now, especially with the 2016 election, that Wisconsin seems to be in the political spotlight. Why do you think so many people are looking to Wisconsin?
Well, I think part of it is I could make the case it is the swing state of the Midwest. It's always very closely divided in presidential contests. The Senate races are very close. This is one of the few states that have both a Democratic senator and a Republican senator. I don't know how many more ways Wisconsin needs to scream swing state. You could say that at least one part of the National Republican Party, its heart and soul, is right here in Wisconsin.
Speaking of Republicans, we've got some pretty big Republican names up for re-election this year. Governor Scott Walker, House Speaker Paul Ryan. What do you think are some of the biggest challenges they're going to face this year?
Look, I think for Governor Walker, this is the first time he'll be running for governor with the political climate and the political winds in the face of the Republicans. He's running uphill. And he's trying to run for a third term. I don't care how popular you are. Getting a third term in any office anymore in this day and age where we want change, where we burn out on people after 5 or 6 years, let alone 8. I think that's just an extra hurdle that it doesn't matter what his approval rating is. That's going to be tough for some voters. Look, I think the most interesting issue with Speaker Ryan, I think, is going to be whether he runs for re-election. I mean, I assume he does. It would be such a morale blow to the Republican Party if the Speaker of the House decided he wasn't running for re-election. If his heart's not fully in it, and that's a district that, if you're not careful, you could be in trouble. I think he's fine, but I'm curious to see how much of his heart's in running for re-election.
And we have Senator Tammy Baldwin also up for re-election.
Yes.
During a very touchy time in the Senate, what challenges will she face?
This is, I go back to, you just have the natural tendency of Wisconsin, which is a closely divided state. The good news for her is that it looks like the Democratic winds are going to be at her back, so she's not going to be facing the same type of resistance, for instance, that Russ Feingold faced when he lost a re-election bid. But I'll tell you, I don't think any incumbent senator has been facing more outside money than Tammy Baldwin so far. Republicans are putting a ton of money in this race, so I think it's going to be a very close race. A pinky on the scale for her because of the national environment being slightly favorable to Democrats, but she's going to be in for a tough re-elect.
Chuck Todd, thank you so much for your time. You can catch Meet the Press every Sunday morning at 10 on NBC 15.